Hi guys, so today I'm going to be giving you a brief tutorial on how to do our set festival makeup for our seniors. So as you can see, I've already done my foundation and eyebrows. When picking your foundation, please make sure that it matches your skin tone. Okay, so we start with our white eyeshadow. When buying this, please make sure that it is not grey or silver, that it is white. You can get this in pretty much every makeup or beauty store. It doesn't have to be an expensive one, just as long as it does the job. So we start by putting it all over the eyelid, so it should stretch from your eyelashes all the way up to your eyebrow. Make sure that you don't miss any patches, that it's all even, and also just make sure that it doesn't overextend past the eyebrow and onto your cheek, or equally the opposite way, that you don't put it too far across your face and it ends up on your nose. Once you're happy with the white, we can then move on to the brown. This is quite a dark brown colour, so this should be placed in the crease of your eyelid, and make sure that it extends the whole way across to the edge of your eye. Don't be too alarmed if it comes out as quite a harsh colour at first. This will be all blended in later. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I've put quite a thick layer on. Don't be afraid to make it dark. Like I said, we will sort that and blend it later. Make sure that the brown comes up high enough that when you open your eye, you can just see it over the top of your eye bone there. Once you've done that, we can then colour in the outside of your eye, just about halfway into your eyelid. We're going to leave the patch in the middle there white for now. We'll fill that in with a different shade of brown in a minute. So I didn't show you the exact colour for this, but it is a lighter shade of brown. So like I said, just pop that in the middle there. Make sure that there's no white showing through on that part. Next, we need to blend it all, so just get a soft brush and just do gentle, small circular motions all the way around your eye. This just makes the lines look a lot less harsh, like when we put it on just now. You can also see that I'm using my fingers just to brush upwards gently in the corners of my eyes. This is just to give it a bit more of an angle so that when we come to do our eyeliner later, we have a line to follow. Next, we're moving on to our white eyeliner. Now, this is just a white pencil, really. Pull down your eyelid and just draw a white line right across the bottom lid, and then just draw a very small blob in the corners of your eyes. Grab a blender and just blend that all in. All right, we don't want it to look like we have a massive blob. This is what it should look like at this point. Okay, so now we're moving on to our eyelashes. Now, when you are buying your eyelashes, just make sure that you buy a brand that suits your face shape. So for some people, if you have small eyes like I do, sometimes you have to chop them to make them fit your eye. When sticking the glue on, just make sure you put a thin layer on and then give it a second to dry. This will actually help it to stick quicker. If you put it on when the glue is still wet, they'll slip about all over the place and take you twice as long. Next, we're moving on to eyeliner. I've found over the years that using an eyeliner felt tip like this one is actually the easiest to use and the quickest to dry. It dries within seconds, it doesn't smudge, and they're very easy to use. I got this one just from Primark, they're really cheap. Right, so when we're putting this on, just make sure that you put it in the corners of your eye and then go over the top of your eyelashes. Don't be fooled by the thickness of your eyelashes. They do not create the same effect as eyeliner does. So as you can see, I'm just putting the eyeliner just over the top and above the eyelashes there, and then out into a flick. Make sure your flick is not too long. It should just extend past your eyelashes. So this is what I meant by not extending the flicks too far, just so that you can see them. Going back to our white eyeliner pencil, just draw underneath a very small white line next to your black flicks, and again just blend that in so it's not a harsh line. Moving on to mascara, I think everybody knows how to put mascara on. I put it over the top of my eyelashes and my false eyelashes just to give yourself that extra thickness to your lashes. Make sure that once you've done it that you haven't left black blobs on your cheeks. If you happen to have hamster cheeks like I do, this is an issue, so just make sure that you're all clean there. Moving on to blusher, please just make sure that you don't go out and buy a bright pink Panto colour. Make sure that it's just a nice pale shade of pink, but enough to give you the colour that you need whilst on stage. Pull a little fish face and just brush all the way along the top of the cheekbones and up into the hairline, and then again just blend away. And finally, moving on to lipstick. Now please, when you're picking your colour, just make sure that you are buying a red colour, not a pink colour. I also find that lipstick is much nicer to wear than any of the lip stainer felt tip pens that I've seen. You may also notice that I am using a lip brush. Now, I just use this because I find it easier to apply. It means I can be precise and neat, and it means that I don't end up with red lipstick all over my face. And that is it. So, of course, it looks a bit intense up close, but when you get up on the stage, this style of makeup makes you look a lot more senior, a lot more professional, and very beautiful. Last but not least, please make sure that you do take care of your skin throughout the week at the festival. Make sure that at the end of the day you remove all your makeup properly, you wash, cleanse and moisturise, rehydrate your skin, ready for the next day so you look as fresh as you did the day before, even if you have a section at 9 o'clock in the morning. Best of luck to you all. I'll see you at the festival.